And yeah, I have leftovers. I have leftover Cajun pasta, and I have some leftover chicken wings from when I made chicken and waffles. So for dinner tonight, I was gonna do a roasted chicken and dressing for a Sunday dinner, but I can't cook until I finish. So Ty wants the chicken wings from the other day, and she wants some homemade French fries. So today's episode is some homemade French fries. Tune in. I washed my potato, and I know everybody knows how to I forgot how to use a potato peeler because I'm always using a knife. I know everybody knows how to fry French fries. Super simple, but I'm going to fry them like McDonald's fries, if that makes sense, or a similar method to where you have a longer fry. So you want to get a russet Idaho potato because they're bigger. I already pre-cut off the ugly spots because I don't like ugly stuff on my potatoes. So I cut that off first, and then I'm just going to peel it. I'm going to probably do one or two depending on how many fries I get out of this. And you have to fry them twice, and you have to let them rest after you fry them the first time. So I'll just walk you through the steps of how to make these fries. If I don't have enough video, I'll go over again how to make. Oh, Ty says she wants honey barbecue, so I'll go over honey barbecue. So I am going to start off by just chopping my potato in chops, okay? And I don't want them too big, but I don't want them too small, because if they're too small, if they're too big, they're going to give me wedges. I don't want wedges. If they're too small, they're not going to give me the type of potato that I want. So just play around with it until you chop it into different slices. Try to know exactly where you want it to go. And you get some chops, and then I'm going to slice through this one, and then I'll show you what's next. These are not too thick. They pretty even across the board. And this backside, I'm going to cut that off. This backside, I'm going to cut that off. And then they're pretty even on the board. So now I'm just going to shape my potatoes how I want them shaped. Or, I'm sorry, about the length of the potato that I want, fry that I want. And if your potato is too thick, you could always slice it in half after you already do your French fry shape. For instance,
your nails cute.
Tiana did my nails, guys. I'm no longer bogus for quarantine. She has her whole nail salon kit, and she's doing nails now. What don't she do, right? All right, so I'm just going to go in half on one of these, or in a couple of these, because they weren't as skinny as I want them. I don't want them to be shoestrings, but I don't want them not to. So once I slice all my fries how I want them, I am going to put them in some ice water with some real ice cubes. Why am I doing this? Because I want them to maintain their form before I drop them in this hot grease. I want them to maintain as much as they form as they can. So I'm trying to get them a little chilled so that I can have some skinny fries. So I'm going to stir these in, and then I'm going to have to take them off. And then I'm going to have to kind of put them on a paper towel to try to absorb some of the water off. Because the last thing you want to do is put some water and some hot grease. You're going to have an explosion. Alright. Stay in the water forever. So once I get them stirred up in that water, you can see the ice is starting to melt a little bit. I'm going to just lay them out on my paper towel to get that water off of them. And then I'm going to come over them with another paper towel and just damp them off. Then I'm going to put them in the oven in the grease for the first fry. So I don't need them all the way dry, but I do want to try to absorb as much of this water as I can. But it's pretty good for me. And I am ready to go ahead and drop them. Basket for my deep fryer. I'll do half at a time because it's not a big deep fryer. Go ahead and drop them, and I'm going to fry them for probably 3 minutes, maybe 4, and then I'll empty them into just another dry dish, and I will let them sit for about 20-30 minutes while I make my honey barbecue sauce. In about 3 to 4 minutes. No, they're not done. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out and put them on my little rack and let them cool. I'm gonna separate them throw them off. I'm going to knock these other ones in there. And then I'm going to let these all sit a little dry for about 20-30 minutes. Just so they can cool off and form in that shape. And that way, they won't get all nasty and saturated with grease. And they don't get dark and burnt. And they give you that super light, golden, crispy McDonald's fry feel. So, I'm going to let these sit in here for about 4 minutes. And then I'm going to pull those out too. Alright. Homemade honey barbecue sauce. I have a little tiny bit of water cooling. I'm just going to put a little bit of butter. I don't want it to be creamy and buttery. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter in this pot. I'm going to crack open this fresh lemon juice. And I'm going to pour some lemon juice in there. And I am going to add some barbecue sauce. The one that I got right now is this sweet Vidalia onions. Tiana was talking about Vidalia the other day, so I grabbed this one. And it's honey barbecue sauce, so we got to be heavy with the barbecue sauce. I'm only doing enough for today. Well, I could always store it if I make too much. I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar because you need vinegar to cut down when you put all of this sweet stuff in here. And the sweet stuff that I talk about is this honey. I'm about to add my honey because, again, it is honey barbecue sauce. How much am I putting? If I had to guess, I would say that was either 2 or 3 tablespoons of both the barbecue sauce and of the honey. And I have to add a little brown sugar in here. Not too much, but I have to add some. So I will add probably 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And as you can see, it's boiling. I'm just going to roll that around and make sure it gets to the consistency that I need it in. I'm going to dip my chicken in it, and I'm going to throw my chicken in the oven. Boil, I dip my chicken in it. And chicken wings are just broken up from the other day because we don't waste no food over here. We always got to use for it. So I just let my chicken wings dance in that sauce. I put them in my pan, and then I'm going to bake them in the oven just so all those flavors can start going together. Okay. While Ty is eating her fries and wings, I'm going to do a cucumber, tomato, and red onion salad. So I already put my red onions at the bottom. I'm dropping my tomatoes in. I already diced up my cucumbers after I skinned them because I just don't eat skin. I'm sorry. I don't like skin on grapes, vegetables, nothing. Alright, so I'm going to season this with this oregano, basil, garlic, and sea salt. Just a little of it. I just love all of those flavors, okay? I'm going to also add a little bit of parsley in here. It's a salad, but I like it. And then I'm going to add some red wine vinegar. And some apple cider vinegar. It's vinegar, but I like the both for 2 different reasons. And then come across that with some olive oil. And then I am going to toss it to get that oil and vinegar mixed in and to get it on all of them. If you don't like onions in your salad, that's fine. But what vinegar and oil does, it desensitizes the onions. Y'all just don't know how good the salad is. I guess it can be like a Greek salad too. I have some feta cheese. I'm not going to add, well, maybe I will add it.
I think you should.
I'm going to add it to my personal plate. So you basically just want to let this mix in. I may sprinkle a little black pepper in here. And just a dash of salt, even though my oregano blend had a little salt, I may sprinkle a dash of sea salt in here. I'm going to let this cool. And by the time Tiana's food is ready, my salad should be nice and cool and married with all of these flavors. I pulled them out the freezer. I'm dropping them in the grease. And the whole point of frying them first before I dropped them was because I wanted to cook the inside of them. And now these fries will just be cooking on the outside. So the whole inside cooked on the first run. These are going to cook until they're golden brown. They're almost done for me to drop them out. But that way you have the crispy fry without it being all burnt and overly greased up and all that good stuff. So I'm going to drop my second batch because those pretty much are ready to come out. So it is time to eat, and here is Tai Tai's fries and wings with sauce. I made the sauce, drizzled them in some wings. I can say these fries are really good, but they're not McDonald's fries. They still a little soft, but they're good.
Mom.
I'm sorry. I'll try them again. But here's my food, guys. Because I'm not 19, and I got to really watch how much unhealthy stuff I eat. So this is my dinner for tonight. It is really good, though. Really, really good. I sprinkle my feta cheese on it. And we are about to eat. What you say, Ty?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. I'm trying them again, y'all, because I messed up my first batch. So, the trick is I cooked them too long on the first run. Because I really want McDonald's type fries. The other ones was good, but I still want to be able to say I know how to make them like McDonald's. So, I'm going to dry these. So, I'm going to dry these off as best as I can. And then I am going to fry them for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to take them out and let them rest. And then I am going to drop them in again until they brown. And if they don't turn out, oh well. I'll let y'all know how that go. So after the first 2 minutes, they'll look crispy, y'all. Drop them in, and I'm just going to let them rest for a good 10-15 minutes. Just so that oil can slide off of there. I ain't doing nothing to them. And then I'll be back to my second batch. I'll be back to drop them again in hopes of getting my McDonald's fry. Alright, they got darker than I wanted them to. I'm going to set them out and let them rest, and I'm going to see. What I'm trying to get is that strong, crispy fry. And if it wins, we'll see. But I'm going to see once I try to get... They sound crispy, don't they? Let's see if I got some crispy fries. I think it's a win.